This is exactly how one of our clients, Alexandra, a real estate agent in Cleveland, Ohio, got 2 new listing appointments in the span of 3 days only, running YouTube ads inside our program Listing Accelerator. Guys, let me show you the proof first of all before I break down exactly how we were able to land 2 new listing appointments with sellers that are qualified in 3 days, all right, with an automatic system. So first of all, that's the calendar. Let me refresh it for you guys that are skeptical. Might be like, oh wow, maybe how do I know this is real? Let me show you guys that this is actually real. Just taking some time here to reload. So let me go back 1 week prior. So from the Monday 21st of November 2022, we got that first listing appointment at 6 p.m. with Jill, and then the second one with Eric at 6 p.m. also on Wednesday 23rd. So within 1, 2, 3 days, we got 2 new listing appointments that have been booked through YouTube ads, all on autopilot. Now let me show you the actual conversation flow. So I won't show you everything, but I'll show you first of all the one generated on November 23rd. So we're basically asking, you know, our client Alexandra is asking Eric if Friday would work, 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. We always give 2 availabilities to see like when exactly they could do it. Then he's like, I can't do Friday, Saturday afternoon would be good. Now notice the time difference right here. She sent a text at 6 p.m. He replied automatically at 1 p.m. 1 minute later, so 6:01 basically. So as soon as we send a text, leads are responsive. These are the kind of leads that you guys want to have, and you have these leads over with YouTube ads. So forget Facebook ads or Instagram ads to generate leads. When we talk about top of the funnel, we're talking about how do we track eyeballs in the first place, and we do so with YouTube ads for that reason, because these are responsive, they're more qualified, and they engage more with you. So then after that, we reply, sure, 1 p.m. Saturday work. Then he's like, sure, perfect, talk then. All right, perfect. So that's number 1. Number 2, let me show you the conversation. We're just like, hey, can you confirm you added it to your calendar? Because the lead booked the appointment himself, right, through an online calendar. So we're just, hey, asking if they actually added it to their calendar. Replied with a Y, so meaning probably yes, but I don't know, he sent it like quickly, I guess. And then basically asking Alessandra, are you a licensed realtor? Great, thanks for adding our call to your calendar. Yes, I'm a licensed agent in Ohio. So that is how we did it. That's the proof, right? Now let me show you how exactly we did it and the whole process, so you can actually learn from this and apply it in your own business and start generating qualified listing appointments if you're a realtor today with YouTube ads. So here's the process. First of all, in the ads, we are not talking about giving us a call. We're not saying, hey, you know, if you want to list your property, give us a call. Or we're not talking about booking a listing appointment, all right? But rather, we're giving value up front first to earn their trust. Why would they book a listing appointment? Why would they call you when they don't even know you and don't even trust you in the first place, right? They don't know the difference between you and a hole in the wall. So the second thing is we are targeting homeowners. Let me show you how this is possible. So over on YouTube ads, this is their campaign and their settings, the audience segment that we're targeting. You can actually target ownership status. So you can say, I want to show my ads to people who own the home or apartment they live in, but may still have mortgages. Okay. So that means that unlike Facebook ads, where, you know, with the special ad category, you can't target homeowners anymore, and you have to show your ads to 18 years old kids that don't even own a property. With YouTube, you're only showing your ads to homeowners. All right. So it goes a long way because you're not showing your ads to anyone. It's really like a sniper approach, right? Like Facebook is a shotgun approach. You're basically showing your ads to everybody and you're paying for it and they don't care. They charge you anyways. On YouTube, you show your ads specifically to homeowners. And the best part is you don't even pay if they don't click on it or if they don't watch more than 30 seconds of your ad. If your ad is less than 30 seconds, then you don't pay if they don't watch it in full, right? So YouTube is just better. So simply put, so the budget is $50 per day. Budget right here, $50 per day. We started at $30 and then we scaled it gradually. All right, so we started at $30. When we started getting listing appointments being booked, then we scaled it gradually. And same thing for all of our clients. That's what we do. That's what I recommend. When you have something that works, scale it. The tendency that we have as humans is to try to scale things horizontally. So best way I can explain this is, let's say you're running YouTube ads, right? It's working. Instead of spending more on YouTube ads, you'll start running TikTok ads. Big mistake, because you're trying to crack a new mechanism that will generate leads. It'll take time, money, energy, and you'll take that time, energy, and focus out of the thing that was working in the first place, which is YouTube ads. All right, so instead just pour more money on what's working. So after they give their information on the landing page, right, so we're collecting like their name, email, phone number, stuff like that, we're inviting them to book an appointment through our online calendar. So a bit like Calendly, if you guys know what that is. I'll show you an example of what I mean. So for example, this is a Calendly, right? So similar to this, we have one with our own CRM system, and it's even better because it integrates directly with your CRM, so you don't have to do any tech things at all, and it's free. So when we generate the lead, we focus heavily on the SMS instead of emails like most companies do. So I've noticed still to this day and age, like lead gen companies are focusing heavily on, you know, reaching out to the leads by emails, and realtors are doing the same thing. People are not replying to emails anymore. That's what we've noticed. They don't even check them, right? You guys are checking your emails because you're realtors, right? So you guys do business with your email every day, but the typical 9-to-5 people don't really check their emails that much, right? Because it's their personal email, not the professional email. But they check their phone every day, like their text messages, right? Why? Because their friends is texting them on there, their family is texting them on them, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their wife, husband, their kids are texting them on their phone. So when you text them on the phone, you'll get a reply quickly. And we've noticed like the response time is like less than 10 minutes, right? Like I've shown. So you see here, like 6 p.m., 1 minute later, they reply. By the way, guys, if you enjoyed this kind of training and information and the whole breakdown on how we got 2 new listing appointments in 3 days, we have free trainings like these every single week. So make sure to join our Facebook group for realtors. It's free. It's the #1 real estate group right now, growing rapidly, where we share strategies on YouTube ads, organic content to grow your real estate business by getting more listings. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if not already done. Links are in the description below if you want to join the private Facebook group and to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now let's break down the numbers for Alexandra. So we can say that she spent $126 on YouTube ads in the span of these 3 days. Now let me show you the proof once again. So we are looking from the data. All right, so from November 21st to November 23rd, we spent $126.84. right? That's the cost. And then if we check, obviously we got 2 new listing appointments and the potential GCI is $6,000, right? So roughly if you check on, online values like $115,000, $120,000, the median home price value. So if you take 2.5% out of this, it's $3,000. So times 2, $6,000. All right. Now, will she get this? Potentially not, right? Like, the first bottleneck to fix in any business is getting enough leads in the first place and enough listing appointments. From there, you can just work on increasing and improving your closing rate on listing appointments, right? If out of 10 listing appointments you get 0, there's a problem. You should be able to convert at least 3, if not 4. Some of our clients are converting 7 out of 10. So obviously, depending on your level of experience and what you bring to the table, you're going to be able to, close these listing appointments, more easily or not. It just depends on your closing rate and how good you have this nailed down already. So meaning this is a 47x potential ROAS, so return on ad spend. This is what ROAS means if that converts, right? And this is if she doesn't even convert like more from these listings, because obviously when you get a listing, you're gonna get buyers. Maybe they want to downsize, maybe they want to upsize as well. Maybe they'll send you referrals, right? Like 2-3 referrals once you sell the property. So long term, if we look at the LTV, the lifetime value, it's more than the $6,000, right? It's probably more towards like $25,000, even not more, because if you do your job right, you're gonna have a satisfied client, you're gonna get a review from that client, and then you're gonna be able to leverage this to get referrals, video testimonials. People will see your sign for the listing outside the property. They might call you directly. There you go, more business that way.